Hello and welcome to Starting Out Sober. I'm your host, Matthew James Sullivan. Today I am 239 days sober, and today I'm just doing kind of an episode on a life update, podcast update, and just kind of mental health update in general. If you notice, I did not have a podcast on Tuesday. That is because I am cutting my podcast down to one a week. The podcast episodes are going to be a little longer, so probably over 5 minutes as opposed to like 3 to 5 minutes. Um, That is because of my resolutions I talked about last episode. I want to focus on some other creative endeavors. I have a piece of writing I'm working on. I have plenty of music I'm working on. I have some video stuff I'm working on. I just ordered a brand new computer to start delving into all these ambitions of mine. And I want to focus on some of those things and limit the podcast to one a week so I can kind of have more time to do that because I do have a full time job. And that full time job takes a lot of my time, and I just want to be able to, attack my creative endeavors after work. I do have another podcast called Silly Breakfast. That is still going to be running strong with my friends. In fact, we might even be having some more episodes because I stopped my now watching podcast, my movie TV podcast, and we'll just be talking about some, film and TV and stuff like that on the Silly Breakfast podcast. So if you want to hear us talk about sports and film, TV, pop culture, all sorts of stuff, you can check out Silly Breakfast wherever you podcast. Um, so for a life update, uh, I've kind of been struggling a little bit. I'm obviously struggling with the social anxiety and the group setting thing. I am not going away to a friend's getaway thing this weekend because I just can't bring myself to do it right now. And yeah, I just am staying home. I'm gonna go to the movies. I'm gonna sit with my dog. I'm gonna hopefully do some writing. But it is a bummer that I'm gonna be missing out on some friend time just because I seemingly can't exist in groups right now, and that's okay. I have to take it day at a time and work on it and everything. But it's just after the holidays, which was a struggle for me at times. I just need some more time to myself and just need to relax. Um, I did also go through a little depressive state. If you don't remember, I am bipolar, and I spent most of my life between depressive states and manic states for months at a time. Long periods of time. Um, since being on medication, my depressive states tend to be a little shorter, which is nice. This one was under 2 weeks, which is nice. I'm on the mends right now, but it is still kind of tough for me because it reminds me of where I was prior to being on medication, prior to getting help and everything. And it's very hard to be depressed. As anyone who deals with depression knows, it is not the easiest thing in the world. I was having a very hard time. I could barely talk. It was just not ideal, not ideal at all. But I am doing a little better these past few days. And yeah, I've even with this, I have built up my cardio repertoire as we talked about in the last podcast. I want to, increase my physical health and my mental health this year on top of all the projects I want to get accomplished. Um, I am doing about like 40 to 50 minutes of cardio every single day. I also saw a nutritionist this week, and I got some really good feedback on ways to change and help my diet and eat better, eat more consistently. And yeah, I'm really excited about those changes. I see them again in a month, so we can kind of get an update on that when that happens. But I just want to be healthy. I want to be physically healthy. I want to be mentally healthy. I want to be healthy on the inside. I just want good general health, and that is kind of like the key to this year is to maintain that good general health. And yeah, that's my ultimate goal this year. Obviously, I have some creative endeavors I want to accomplish, but good general health is the main goal, and that is what I'm going to be focusing on this year. So that's the podcast. Like I said, it's going to be one a week now. So But if you like it, if you do like the podcast and have any questions or anything like that, you can reach out to me. If anyone has a podcast, sobriety, or anything that they want me to, join and um, do a guest episode on, I'd be happy to do that. So let me know. And I will talk to you guys next week. If you like the music, it is Snow Melt, 2 words, Snow Melt. You can find me on Instagram at Starting Out Sober Pod and on TikTok at Starting Out Sober. All right, bye.